It's 6:45 on day 82. Forest fire still going. In the distance there, that's the direction I'm headed. A little bit west of that, I believe. And so I'm gonna trudge on. I just talked to a southbound guy a little while ago. He says the trail does come in the vicinity of this fire, and that there's some smoke and stuff, but that you pass by it. And that's of course assuming there's no wind direction change. I've got smoke on an azimuth of starting here at 110 degrees, which is east-southeast, up through about 20 degrees north-northeast. And it's hard to tell where it's originating. I would guess it's that, to the north-northeast. And the trail still stays a little west of that. But certainly it's not like it went out overnight. There's too much smoke. The closer I get to the fire, the better I can see it, and the better the handle I have on where it's at. As it turns out, it's further west than I thought. This up in here is 350 azimuth, and this is like a 360 azimuth, so it actually is a little bit west of north. Fortunately, I'm going this way on about a 290 to 300 azimuth for a long distance, and I'm not going up that way anymore. So we got sort of a left turn here, and this looks to be a safe route. If I was having to go this way, I would just turn around now and go back. But since I'm basically going about 290, 300 for a long distance, I believe I'll be all right, so I'm just going to press on. Proceeding west-northwestward here, looking back, that plume of smoke there is due east of me, and this other fire is northeast of me, and then everything else is just appears to be smoke that's blown around and is related to the fire, but not actually fire, just smoke. So anyways, that's east, and I'm going this way, the opposite direction. So I think I'm in good shape. I don't feel like I've ever actually been close to the fire, and I've never smelled smoke or anything. The wind has been in my favor. It's been a wind out of the south, although really strong, so I think it's probably rough on the firefighters. I wouldn't want to have to deal with a fire with the wind blowing at 30, 40 miles an hour. I hope today's not so strong. There's a breeze, but not as bad. We'll see how it goes later today. Anyway, each step I take, I'm getting further away, and I like that. Today's been kind of a blah day. Not had a lot of energy. Done 13 or 14 miles, but need to keep going some more. The fire is well to the east of me, so that's not a concern anymore. For the first time in several weeks, I've started filtering water again today. It's getting more scarce, and the water that's available is covered with something. I think it's stuff from the trees, maybe pollen or whatever, and it's stagnant. There's not hardly any creeks. This is my last water source. I don't know if you even see any. There's some under that rock. So I found this is all damp up in here, and then I went under that rock, and there's a little pool under there. So I got several bottles, scooped out a bunch of water, and now I have 2 liters of clean water. The next thing up is this mountain that I really don't feel like doing today, but I should. Anyway, it's one of those sort of bald mountains that's covered with scree, which is just little rock pebbles. And so bad footing. The whole mountain it's rounded off, and usually the trail is not good. It's somebody described it to me. The path is only about half the width, and it's at an angle, and then it just goes down, 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 you know, and you can't get any footing. Eminem was telling me, I never know her name. Anyway, she was telling me that she saw a guy go down hard and come up with a bloody face yesterday, but yesterday was a lot windier. Today's windy, but it's not like yesterday. Yesterday we must have had 50 to 70 knot winds, and I'm not joking. And I had to hunker down a bunch of times along a trail, so I didn't, because it would have knocked me off. So I just would lean into the wall against the mountain and get down low and wait for the gust to pass, or squall, or whatever. So I'm debating whether to go up over and do this thing. I probably will give it a shot, and then look for a place to camp. There's not much water up. There's no water up there. It's another 6 or 7 miles till I got water. So dinner, I've already taken care of dinner, actually. My gas ran out on my stove the other 2 nights ago, and my batteries died on my Spot device. So there's not a lot going right now. But so yesterday morning I put in a ½ liter of water into the freezer bag that had my dinner, since I couldn't cook it. And I just let it soak in water all day. And by the time I had dinner last night, it was chili mac. It was fine. I mean, it wasn't hot, but everything was rehydrated and cooked, you know, quote unquote. So I'm hoping I have the same results tonight. I dumped a ½ liter of water in the bag of Mountain House food for tonight. Hopefully dinner will be ready when I get up there. At least I don't have to cook it. It'll be cold, but I don't care about that. Not important. Alright, time to get off my backside and move on. Check out that rock. It's almost perfectly round. It reminds me of like a big boulder in a movie. Or like that one in the Indiana Jones, in the opening sequence of the first movie, in the cave. Just a big old round boulder. I would love to see that one roll down the hill. I'm about halfway up this mountain. So far, so good. So there's one of the fires. This heading is east-northeast, about 60 degrees. I'm getting further away from it. Oh, there's a car down there. There's a road, huh? And it's good to see that getting further away. That is Upper Blue Lake. I came in from the southeast from this direction through the mountains there and made my way up over into here. Just a little while ago I saw an airplane flying low over here near this, right through that smoke, and then he disappeared behind the mountain here. So he might have been, it looked like a good sized airplane, so it could have been one that was, you know, dropping water. He's very low, just above the mountains, actually, the mountain tops. But if he dropped water, it was just out of my sight. I'm almost to the crest of this. It's just right up there. So far, I've been lucky. I just hope it's not too bad on the other side. This side has been fine. There's only one way to find out, right? It's 7 o'clock in the evening, coming down this mountain. I need to find a place to spend the night, and there's this pretty little lake right here. Probably got a bunch of mosquitoes, but just over here, further down a little bit, is a small meadow, and I'll see if there's a spot down there I can set my tent up.